We back at it again, you guys, and your overwhelming support and your overwhelming positivity, it led us here, okay? We back to the comments. I had a lot of fun doing the last video, but I felt like I was taking it too seriously, my guys. So this time, we gonna have a good time, right? We're gonna get some of the best comments, and we just gonna do it like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's read some of these comments. I gotta refrain from cursing and stuff, because YouTube was trying to tell me, yo, you cursing too much. Even if I do curse though, I gotta bleep it out, right? And then we got kids watching, man, f***ing kids. I'm joking. All right, let's go. Comment time. Michael Dunn with the first comment. He says, I think the Celestial Dragons branded everyone in King's clan, especially their faces. That's the ultimate disrespect. I think that's why King is so angry, because some of the disrespect can now slightly be seen. That's a good ass point. I didn't even think about that. Because if he's branded on his face, I mean, we saw how Boy Hancock was when her, you know, she was trying to hide everything. She was willing to show the but was trying to hide her back. So I think at this point, it makes a lot of sense that King, what's on his face could be a slave mark, or they branded his face. You know, that'd be the ultimate disrespect though. If they branded his face, right? Because you can't hide that. And maybe because they were so tied to the ancient kingdom, like, you know what, we're going to make it worse for y'all. Instead of your back or somewhere people can't see, right on your face. So that's why the Lunarians they had to wear the mask. Michael Dunn, I think I'm going to take that. It's mine now. Nah, I'm playing. But that's a really good one. It's canon now. Appreciate that. Let's Rock said, what if Luffy's devil fruit is man-made and is stronger than the other one? Explains the thing that there are two. What's he talking about? What other one? Huh? Lost me a little bit, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. We ain't rocking with that. But if you are rocking with me, now is the time to subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is, right? B.D.A. law back like we never left. If you with the content, come on, with me, bro. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload, because YouTube be bugging. I said it, y'all be bugging. Don't shut down my channel. And so you can tune in every week, right? So we're gonna keep it light. Let's get back to the comments. I appreciate y'all. A say, I think Dragon is a Lunarian. I'm not gonna lie, like in my head, I read Illuminati initially when I saw it. I was like, what am I? This is not 2006. All right, yeah. Dragon Lunarian. Could be part Lunarian, we don't know. Luffy's fire powers. A lot of people are speculating that Luffy just combusting out of nowhere ain't just because he got the hurt. Okay, it's because Luffy could possibly be a Lunarian. So there could be some credence to that. Not dismissing it all outright. Oda would have to, you know, he doesn't have to do that much. It could really be facts, to be honest. Dante Woodard said, I understand some thinking Wano isn't on Marineford level yet. However, I'd say that when it's all said and done, it's going to be closer than people think. Odin flashback itself is kind of S tier. There's a Z tier moment on the way. But what are these rankings? Z tier? Like Z fighters type shit? I'm gonna keep it a bean. In regards to hype, Wano doesn't have as many big names, right? Marineford was littered with big names. Wano has some big names, Big Mom, Kaido, but Marineford, it didn't have two Yonko. Well, it did. Right? It did. It's missing that name value. I think the sequence of events, okay, I don't want to dispute anything, because Wano, it's had buildup, right? Wano has been in a very anticipated arc, so I don't want to dismiss that. But I think for Marineford, the effortless buildup to the execution by Clifford, dog, listen, I think when things starting to pick up where you felt like things were changing and something was about to go really damn wrong. I mean, the story was telling you that. Probably around, I think after Drum with the Willa D stuff, then once we got Alabasta with Ace, then around Enies Lobby, right? 432, 433, 434. Around there with Shanks and Ace versus Black, that's when it was like, okay, things are changing and something is leading up to an amazing moment. Then we get to Through the Bark, then we get to Sapoti, then Amazon Lily, then Emperor Down, then we get to Marineford. It's the build up. It's hard to top it for me. Wano's had some amazingly hype moments. Y'all have seen me. I've lost my damn mind in some of these chapters. But imagine, right? If some of the Marineford chapters were coming out today, where we're getting an Admiral versus a Yonko, right? And the thing is, Marineford, I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. The stakes, it felt higher, okay? And that could just be because of the outcome where Whitebeard and Ace died. In this war, who's going to be the most important person to die? Well, anyone that dies, measure up or be more important than Whitebeard or Ace. And the only way you can do that is honestly if you kill one of the Straw Hats or Law. That's how you do it. If you kill Kid, nothing. Hawkins, nothing. Beppo, nothing. Killer, nothing. Law, I'ma cry. Any of the Straw Hats, I'ma be devastated. If Usopp goes out, it's gonna break me. And Usopp has been growing on me. Like, I've been telling y'all that. He's been growing on me, man. So I think you can argue Wano being a top 5 arc. Some don't think Wano's top 10. It's close to top 5, if not top 5 already, but not past Marineford. Not yet. James Perez says, it's been said in the story that Kaido was defeated by other pirates and caught by the Navy numerous times. He can be defeated, but you can't kill him. And that King versus Zoro fight looks to me like Zoro feels that he's fighting Onimaru again. Yeah, Kaido can be defeated. That's true, right? But one thing with Oda and those things, right? Because Oda be capping. We don't know when these things happen because Luffy, how many times has Luffy been defeated, right? And Luffy's gonna be the pirate king. Might be stronger than everyone in history, but he's gonna have several L's on his record, on his resume. When did Kaido take these L's? Now, no one has ever said, well, people have said that. Okay, most regular, normal people have not said Kaido's undefeatable, unbeatable, right? Because anybody can be beat, but it's just the buildup of it. He's taken a lot of damage, I'm gonna upload a video talking about every single attack Kaido has taken since the raid begun. I promise y'all. But boy, right? If Luffy beats Kaido, that doesn't automatically mean he's stronger than Kaido. But that's kind of been a theme for a lot of Luffy's fights, where a lot of times it's like Luffy manages to overcome, but it's kind of like, you know, situational. Kaido's been fighting all damn day. He damn near fought the entire raid, right? Even Chopper was throwing hands. Not really, but I'm just saying, like, Kaido's fighting a lot of people, but Luffy's gonna get the dub. It is what it is. As far as Zoro fighting Onimaru, what the hell are you talking about? Zagrazaic Zaitetsu. What kind of anime are you from? Did I just watch a video how one guy watched how other guy explained theory of a third guy? I think I figured out what you're trying to say, but yes, that's exactly what it was. Well, not really, because Ohara added, you know, to the theory as well as, but whatever, yes. Michael Williams says, shut up and just listen. Oda's a genius. Yo, man, I'm sure Oda be walking on clouds, how some of y'all be gassing him up. I promise you, but it's for good reason. So I have no dispute, nothing to say. It's funny to me how many people are like interested in the Zoro's dark secret thing when I was damn near trolling, but not really, because it became a huge thing on social media. It began as a troll. Some people were taking it serious on social media. Now I gotta cap it off with an entire video about Zoro's dark secret. But I gotta preface it though. I wish I didn't have to preface it, but because it could be like a sensitive topic and some people may start tripping and reporting the video, and I'm gonna be delicate, all right? I'm gonna be delicate. But I'm gonna try to get that out Thursday, revealing Zoro's dark secret. So be mindful. Ibrahim Saqib said King is an he said King is an Ishvalan. He said an Ishvalan. There, that brings up some good times. Yo, that reminds me, it's time for the FMAB rewatch. Look at Zoro's lawyer, Davon Johnson, in the comments. He said the allegations are cap. I prove that they're cap because we got a lot of comments. I got a lot of evidence building up against Zoro, and I think I can prove and justify that Zoro is who we say he is. And if you can't prove that he isn't who we say he is, then he is that. Franku said this chapter review is one of my all-time favorites. Shit was funny as hell and had me laughing all the way through. Thanks for that awesome content. So people have been wondering about that chapter review. They're like, okay, Brog, you sound a little different. You sound like you're a little bit more loose, a lot more AAVE, African-American vernacular English. And so people are asking what's going on. Well, I think for a lot of my videos, I went back, right? I went back and I rewatched a ton of my videos, rewatched things that people enjoyed, people disliked. I stumbled upon a video that I did back in the day, right? And it was a super candid video. I think we may start making more candid analysis of certain characters. People absolutely love the candid analysis. I put it in the comment section. It was like the Yonko, the honest truth, right? Where I think I slandered every single Yonko. It's kind of true, right? A lot of things I mentioned was true, but it's somewhat of a cross-examination, but it was just super candid. It was just me without my political correctness and trying to be safe for YouTube. It was just being straight up, right? And so for this review, I was like, let me approach this review this way. Let me just talk to y'all, right? Because a lot of people, they're like, Brago sounds different. Well, that's typically how I talk to my friends, right? And at this point, how the channel has grown, y'all are my friends, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna break it down as if I was talking to one of my friends. The video, honestly, with the commentary, sometimes I write an entire script, sometimes I use bullet points. The commentary, in my opinion, I mean, people were agreeing with it that it flowed a lot smoother than usual, well, because I was speaking like how I normally speak, right? For a video, you gotta put on a certain, you know what I'm saying? How are you guys doing, right? Welcome back to the channel. B.D.A. Law, back like we never left. So sometimes it doesn't sound as natural. For that, it's easy. That's how I talk, right? And people enjoyed it. So for me, at this point, we may trend towards more of that content where, of course, I'm not just gonna go all the way left. It's gonna be a lot more smooth, a lot more in the way I actually speak. But you know I'm a chameleon, right? I can show you how to move in a room full of vultures, okay? So that's how we gonna move going forward. And I hope you guys enjoy the content because we about to become, I was about to say we about to be coming hard in October, but that sounded a little weird. But we don't care. We about to be coming hard in October, boys. All right, back to the comments. King says, I love how Braga is trying to act like he didn't start this shit. Now listen, the Zoro stuff, it was a comment, right? I think I went back and it was like, from what I remember, it was a comment. Somebody commented something about Zoro and the pattern. And then I just added to it, right, in the chat. So shout out to my chat. If you want to follow the chat, Brago D Ace, follow me there. We react to the chapter every time it comes out. But the chat said something and I took it and ran with it. And so Sen, my guy Sen Eto, he went on Twitter, made an amazing collage of all of Zoro's antics, and then boom, retweets, likes, retweet, likes, quote tweets. Everybody was talking about it. So did I start it? Maybe I sprinkle a little gasoline, a little gasoline. Jonathan Estridge said Shanks making a movie is the kind of thing to say for the last or second to last chapter of the year. That's fair, right? That's fair. Like you ended out on a bang, but sometimes we expect those things to happen. And Oda doesn't really care, right? He ends up with a little bloop, and the chapter is kind of like, oh my God, and because of expectations. So I'm not expecting Shanks to do anything, to be honest. If he does something, we can go crazy. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm not gonna cap, bro. I'm gonna be mad as hell if Shanks don't do nothing, because I remember at the beginning of the year, it was Jump Festa, I believe, right? Oh my God, you ready? I was like, okay, 2021 about to go crazy. And let me be clear, 2021 has been going crazy, right? This has been one of the best years of One Piece. And I said that in 2020 and 2019. But anyway, One Piece is, for me, it's been progressively getting better in regards to my experience. You can question things in the story, right? In regards to the quality of the story in comparison to the pre-time skip, because I think pre-time skip comedy, unmatched. And I don't want to hear it. Pre-time skip comedy, but in regards to my experience, because I've gained so many new friends, we got the club going up, man. Not even on a Tuesday. Faizan Khan, I like that name, Faizan. It does remind me of Faizan Love. If you culture, you know who that is. Faizan Khan. I think Khan is a very strong name. Uzumaki Khan, right? Shout out to Uzumaki Khan, by the way. I don't watch him personally, but every clip I stumble across, it's like, oh my God, this guy's so wholesome. I said before, at the beginning, I was like, this dude kind of doing too much, but then it comes off genuine the more you watch. He's like, you know what, that dude, that's really how he is. So shout out to Uzumaki Khan, man. Real spit. Back to Faizan Khan. We get off topic. He said, second week in a row, the cover art has had a lion. Is Oda hinting at the Gear 5 transformation looking and functioning like a lion? It kind of makes sense when you look back at the time skip. When Luffy had finished his training and was leaving the island he trained at with Rayleigh, there were three didn't say that. There were three animals: gorilla, bound man; alligator, even though it's not the same, it's a reptile, hence snake man. Okay. Lion, Gear 5, or maybe it's something else. Share your thoughts. Well, some people replied to it. I would like it if Luffy had Gear 5, because that would be one of the hypest moments of the year, if it does happen this year. Lion Man, I mean, when you look at Luffy's attacks, right? You have Culverin, you have Leo Bazooka. Forgot his goddamn attacks. Python is one, Kongun, Rhino Schneider, Leo Bazooka. So it's a lot of like gorilla stuff. Bound Man, Snake Man, and Tank Man. Bound Man seems to be overwhelming strength, right? Like upper body strength. Tank Man, obviously defensive capabilities. And Snake Man, it's about more so speed and reactions, change of directions, things like that. That's not going to be useful versus Kaido. I think Bound Man, it's too inefficient. Tank Man, we probably will see Tank Man this arc. No funny. If he has a Lion Man or Leo Man or Kong Man, something like that, I don't know. It's going to be the concept of flow. So I'm not sure. I think it's going to be bringing it all together, where Rio conquers Haki coding, utilizing his gears. Even in a recent chapter, we saw Luffy, he was blowing into Gear 3rd differently. Typically Gear 3rd, he blows into his thumb or whatever. Now he's blowing into it after it's inflated. So he's growing. Lion Man, I would love that, because it could probably include like some fire capabilities, like Leo Man, Red Rock. I mean, Birdman, right? Could have Birdman. But we gotta wait and see. I do think there's another gear. I really do. I just think it's just a thing that Oda's gonna do. I mean, whatever it is, it's gonna be an amazing time. Henry Zorilla says, I think Kaido has been fighting nerfed by having to carry Onigashima. Well, nerfed is a bit of a strong word, but I think he's been fighting with more of a burden than normal. It seems now that it's not a passive ability, because if it was passive, if it's just something you just throw the flame clouds and they operate on their own, then why are they weakening? They should have no impact regards to Kaido unless he clicks a button, turns it off. So Kaido has been actively keeping it up. And then that goes back to someone like Fujitora, Doflamingo, Cracker, right? How many passive abilities are there in One Piece, and how many people are drained by their devil fruits? That's never really been touched on other than Luffy, Law. For the most part, those are the two devil fruit users that we know of. Okay, like stamina is important, but Luffy doesn't stop being rubber. He just runs out of haki. Law just can't use room, which is the basic thing, like the basic fundamental thing of his devil fruit. There are others that I'm sure I'm forgetting right now, but shit, y'all catch my drift, right? I think it's important, something that we'll talk about for sure, but we just gotta wait and see. Pawn Riot says, bruh, Yonko means 4 emperors. 4. If it's 5, it becomes Goku. No. I feel like I'm splitting like my guy Twice. Shout out to Twice, man. I've been watching the My Hero anime, and I think they've been doing a pretty good job at My Villain Academia. Now, I think people were going a bit too far with how bad they said the anime was. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but it was better than I thought based on the reactions from social media. So I'm trying to catch up to My Hero for reasons, catch up to JJK for reasons. But yeah, it should be fun. Should be really fun. Raymond Walker said, I'm surprised Zoro ain't low diffing king. I don't know why that was ever a thing. I understand Zoro performed admirably on the rooftop, but why are we just automatically disrespecting every other commander, right? Zoro before Wano, okay, there are a lot of people who knew Zoro was really strong, but before King, Zoro's strongest combatant was like Pika. I mean, Fujitora doesn't really count. To just automatically low diffin king? Do you guys want an actual story? Like, what the hell do you want? Like, how do you expect Zoro to low diff King? King is the right hand of Kaido. He don't wear all that black BDSM gear for nothing, just for show. He will spank you, boy. Let's move on. Divine Promise had a really interesting comment. So the line chasing after Roger is Luffy in a sense that they're trying to let us know Luffy's getting closer to Roger, with Roger being the king of pirates, lying as the king of the jungle. So as you can see, there's a king factor here. While you have Shanks being an observer to Luffy as he gets closer to Roger. Cheers, kudos, B.D.A. Law, love your content. But Divine Promise, thank you. And honestly, guys, I never get tired of people saying they love the content, because as a content creator, you go through moments where you just doubt yourself, right? It's just inevitable. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I'm spending a lot of time working on content, researching, doing all these different things, right? And sometimes videos don't hit like I want them to. Sometimes when the reception isn't what I want, I'm like, I should probably quit. I'm not good at this. I'm terrible. I'm like, Corona just went through me. So when I see those comments, I'm like, okay, I'm all right. That was a great comment. Thank you, Divine. And thank you so much for that positive reinforcement. People don't understand. You see a lot of negative, right? There's a lot of negative on YouTube for various reasons. But when you see that right there just made my day or night, because it's really late right now. Zara Izara says, rest in peace, Zolo, 1997 to 2001. Zoro was getting canceled on Twitter. It was the funniest thing, man. I'm still contemplating making that video. I'm not sure how people are gonna take it, because it's not that serious, because social media, man, you never know. Fikri Irwin says, I understand how Braga feels while watching Ohara's video, the feeling of understanding and not at the same time. I clearly understand the thing that Ohara explains, but not with the connections between them. He connected one thing to another without completing the explanation first. So when you get to another connection explanation, you're like, wait, what does this have to do with the previous connection? Besides that, I really appreciate of how detailed and persistent Ohara is. Kudos to this man. So one thing I know about Ohara, right, is that he's always trying to get better. Like, actively, he welcomes critique, honest critique, not people just bashing him saying, go back to where you came from. No, he appreciates critique of the content. So Fikri Irwin just giving his honest opinions of it, I could agree with that, because there were times in the video where I was like, okay, you mentioned this, but we never really went back to it. Are we gonna go back to that? So that's something that Ohara, I'm sure, you know, if he sees this, he'll be like, okay, you know what, I get that. Maybe his next video, part 3 to the theory, he's like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I connect everything before I move on. Let me finish my vegetables before I move on to my meat. I don't know. What? Johnson and Johnson COVID shot. Why is that your name? Says 1849 accidentally makes a great One Piece joke. Says now is not the time to take a poo on John Bart. Never too late. What can I say? Even in accidents, accidentally, it's gold. Lucas Severo says, what are you doing singing, bruh? Listen, one thing about me, like when I'm editing, I'm singing the entire time, right? Like when I'm in the shower, okay, y'all don't even know that. But I don't know, sometimes there's just like simple jingles just get stuck in my head. What song was I singing earlier? She said, look, ma, no hands and no dolly. I don't dance cause I'm wet. You would not believe her eyes if 10 million fireflies. Let's move on. Jose Madueno said, bro, we are very like love One Piece and love shoes. So at some point I plan on like incorporating my shoes into my videos, like maybe a shoe of the week or something like that. Once we start getting more shoes regularly, because typically I just get a shoe and it's like, all right, I like how that shoe looks. And I wear the same 2 or 3 shoes everywhere. I have quite a few pairs of shoes. I never wear them, right? If I'm leaving the country or something, I'll wear a shoe, you know, to the airport, but then I take it off and put on flops. It's just weird. I don't know. It's like, I think I like looking at them as opposed to wearing them, right? I have shoes that I'll wear out, but for the most part, I just like looking at certain shoes like, all right, I got that. So it's just like a collectible, like a collector's item, right? But yeah, I love One Piece. I love certain shoes, and we're getting off topic. Let's get back to the video. But thank you, Jose. Geek Toys says, I think King is the one who trained Zoro. What the fuck are you talking about, Geek? Geek, what are you talking about? But yeah, we reached the end, boys. This video has gone on a lot longer than I wanted it to, or expected it to, but I had a lot of fun, guys. Thank you for your comments. Keep them coming. I appreciate them. But yeah, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about all this? If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like, subscribing to the channel, turning on post notifications so you don't miss a video, and just give me your honest thoughts because they're greatly appreciated. Anything you think I need to work on. At the end of the day, we're all trying to get better, and what better way to do it than to get it from the people that I'm trying to cater to, right? So with that being said, follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at bragody.ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Guys, again, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.